This is an overview of the World-Class Facilities Toolkit. It combines multiple facility lifecycle management tools into one centrally integrated solution. It has both public and non-public components. It is a tool to support collaboration and has a common web-centric interface for all tool components. There are 4 basic levels of information: public, which requires no login to the system to access, and then 3 primary levels of controlled access required for information relating to non-government or contracted partners, federal government, and MHS facility executives. Access is further controlled within each respective tool. The additional controls will be discussed with the individual tools making up the toolkit. There is no personal health information, or PHI, or personal identification information, PII, stored in the toolkit. The non-public areas of the toolkit use access controlled through the use of DISA-approved two-factor authentication methods. As required by DISA, each individual must register for the site using two-factor authentication. It is key to note that any time you receive a new PIV, CAC, or VeriSign, you will need to re-register with the site. Registration with the site is administered by contacting WCF support at tma.osd.mil. When a registration is created, you will receive an email with instructions on how to register your authentication using a unique link provided. The registration process typically takes less than 30 seconds. If you are not on a DoD computer, you may need to have DoD certificates loaded on your computer. This may require the support of your IT department. The World Class Facilities Toolkit can be found at www.facilities.health.mil. The site is a common location for public and non-public information relating to the DoD's Military Health System Facilities Lifecycle Management. The toolkit supports the MHS Facilities team to successfully coordinate and execute Facilities Lifecycle Management, or FLICM. This team includes headquarters elements of the Department of Defense, services such as Army, Navy, and Air Force, associated design and construction agents, associated contractors, and even other partners in the federal government such as the Department of Veterans Affairs. The World Class Facilities Toolkit provides a web-centric, collaborative common ground for all involved team members, both internal and external to the DoD. Prior to the toolkit, each stage of the lifecycle generally worked in silos using disparate tools with limited integration of information flow. Even further complicating the process was the lack of a commonly accessible tool for various project team members, such as the headquarters, departments or services, agents, agencies, and contractors. The toolkit greatly improves the ability to hand off information from one life cycle stage to another, as well as providing a common web-centric set of tools to the team members. Further, the toolkit provides a means to share concepts of world-class healthcare with the broader public as a means to foster the distribution of knowledge and prod innovation within the healthcare architecture, engineering, construction, and operations market sector. Let's start at the main page. The main page is set up to provide the user with a launching pad for the various tools within the toolkit. Best practice for using the toolkit is to return to this home base to navigate the various tools available. Each page on the site has a common header ribbon and has basic drop-down menus to navigate the site directly if preferred. The main page has the following components: MHS Facilities Pictures, quick link buttons to the most commonly used tools in the toolkit, selected updates and notices, quick links to dedicated knowledge topic area web pages on the toolkit, upcoming calendar events, quick links to related external websites, and MHS Facility Team primary web links. Logging in or out of the site can be found at the top right of every page. Let's take a quick look at the basic structure of each page on the World Class Toolkit. There's a common header. In addition, each tool has a tool-specific header or ribbon with drop-down menus and actions that are specific to that tool. The remainder of the page is the tool-specific content. There are 4 primary tools that have been combined within the toolkit. The project tool is a common place for project teams to share project-associated data to include associated documents. The Knowledge Center is a combination of topic-focused web pages and a centralized document library for documents that are not project-specific. The World Class Facilities Checklist is a tool to assist project teams in considering and implementing concepts and best practices to enhance the delivery of world-class healthcare. The Capital Investment Planning Model, or CITM tool, supports the MHS facilities in planning and programming the DoD's medical capital construction investment. Each of these tools will be discussed in more detail individually. The project tool supports two distinct but similar types of projects. The first is facilities projects, which may include capital investment projects and sustainment, repair, and restoration or modernization projects. Data files from the SITM process are automatically placed in their respective projects to support the effective handoff of relevant data from the planning team members to the project execution team members. The second type of project is a support project. Support projects are projects or working teams that support the execution of the facility lifecycle management mission, but they are not directly related to a specific facilities project. All MHS facilities corporate support contracts are managed and supported through this type of project on the project tool. Both project types also provide a central repository for project documents tracking them by specific project milestones, provides a record of project team members and their dates of association with the project, as well as emails to facilitate the ease of team communication. The project tool also provides a basic set of common data elements that can be tracked for all projects in a common database. The access to the individual projects has two additional layers of access control that are not common to all tools in the toolkit. Only project team members can view and enter specific projects. This means that you must be assigned in the system as a member of a given project to view the project information and its associated files. Project team members are assigned three basic roles in a project: manager, contributor, or reader. Readers can only read information and documents. Contributors can read files, but in addition they can also upload files. Managers can read, add, and delete files. In addition, managers can edit project team membership. Even if assigned as a team member to a project, information and documents are further controlled by individual system-assigned privileges, such as non-government, government, or executive classification in the system. The project tool can be accessed either by clicking on the Toolkit drop-down menu from the common page header and selecting Project Tool, or by clicking on the My Projects button on the main page. Clicking on the My Projects button takes you directly to the Develop Projects section of the Project Tool. If you're not already logged into the system, it will prompt you to log in before you can access the Project Tool. Access to the Project Tool is through a valid login only. Once at the Develop Projects section, you can select a specific project or filter for a specific project using the Advanced filter at the top of the page. The tool has a default filter for only open projects to which you are assigned. Projects for which you are assigned as a team member are shown in the project list, where basic information is provided in a table below the Advanced filter. The project table shown can be sorted ascending or descending for a specific column by clicking on the up or down arrow in the column title. Common to most tables in the toolkit, you can click on the XLS button to export table-specific data to an Excel file. Common throughout the tools, a magnifying glass indicates the ability to view additional related information. Project teams are managed either by individual or by project. Team managers can edit project teams. This empowers the individual organizations, such as services and agents, to self-manage team membership on projects without the need for a system administrator to centrally manage teams. Each organization generally has at least one team manager and is expected to manage their respective team members accordingly for the project. Available team members are individuals with an established Toolkit account. Available team members are added to the team members list, roles are set, and then the team member edits are saved. You can view the team member history by clicking on the View Team Member History button. Once in a specific project, project-specific information is available to the team members based on their project role and system privileges. Basic project information is presented at the top, such as name, facility type, service, location, etc. Project resources are provided through the buttons on the left side. These include project quad charts, skull sheets, team list, and the ability to download various sets of project data for a specific project. When opening a project, it defaults to the Overview tab. However, additional project tabs are available for Snapshot, Milestones, Funding, and Project Details. Note that only system users who are government or executive can view the Funding tab. Snapshot and Funding tabs are only available on facility projects and not on support projects. The Overview tab has a table with all the project-specific documents. The Advanced filter provides the user with a quick means to filter their document based on associated metadata. This includes the privilege level associated with the document, the person who uploaded the document, the type of document, such as meeting minutes, contracts, etc., bucket or milestone association, and a document title search. The Knowledge Center is the next tool we will discuss. The Knowledge Center has two distinct but related components. The first is the Central Knowledge Document Library. The document library is a central location for common documents and hyperlinks used in MHS Facilities Lifecycle Management. It is key to note that this does not include any of the documents stored in the project tool, as they are restricted to the project team only. Certain files from the project tool, such as a final report, may eventually be moved to the Knowledge Documents Library. The second component is the Knowledge Pages. These are specific pages dedicated to a topic area such as Operations and Maintenance, SEPS, Mill Standard 1691, and BIM, to name a few. These dedicated pages have detailed discussions on specific topics and highlight some of the documents relevant to the topic which are stored in the Knowledge Documents Library. Both work together to provide a robust and scalable knowledge center for the MHS facilities community. These knowledge center documents use the four basic access levels discussed earlier: public, which requires no login to the system to access, and then three primary levels of controlled access required for information relating to non-government or contracted partners, federal government, and MHS facilities executives. While all knowledge pages are available to the public, the selected documents highlighted on the respective pages still follow the same access control rules they have been assigned in the Knowledge Documents Library. When logged into the World Class Facilities Toolkit, you will only see the documents that are at your access level or lower. So for example, if you're not logged in, you will only see the public documents. When logged in, you will see more documents. If your account is assigned the non-government access level, you will see all the controlled non-government and public documents in the Knowledge Documents Library. If your account is assigned the government access level, then you will see the documents available to government, non-government, and public. And if your account is assigned the executive access level, then you will see all documents available to executive, government, non-government, and public. The Knowledge Document Library can be accessed either by clicking on the Knowledge Center drop-down menu on the common header and selecting Documents, or by clicking on the Knowledge button on the main page. Clicking on the Knowledge button takes you directly to the Documents Library or Resource section of the Knowledge Library. If you're not already logged in, you'll see only the public documents in the library. If you wish to see all the Knowledge Center documents to which you have access, please log in first. The Knowledge Document Library stores hyperlinks and documents. Once at the Resource Documents section, you can search for documents using the Content, Document Name, or Document ID search. The Content and Document Name searches use Boolean searches such as AND, or asterisks. The Content and Document Name search use Boolean searches such as AND, or asterisks. If you need help, please click on the Quick Tips for Search link provided in this section for your convenience. Note that the Content search searches the document title, document abstract, and any searchable text within the document itself if the document total size is less than 50 megabytes. For tool performance purposes, documents that were larger than 50 megabytes do not have their contents searchable. You can also apply quick filters to narrow the search base on document attributes. These include showing any documents or hyperlinks, resource category, such as white paper, research, policy, etc., publisher type, such as government or industry, document type, resource topic, or permission level associated with the document. This is an advanced filter that helps you narrow your search beyond the typical Google-like Boolean search. The filtered documents or links are shown in this area and can be sorted ascending or descending for a specific column by clicking on the up or down arrow in the column title. Common to most tables in the tools, you can click on the XLS button to export the table-specific data to an Excel file. Knowledge pages can be found in a number of ways. The two easiest are either from the shortcut buttons on the front page, or the World Class Facilities Toolkit Knowledge Topic Search at the top right of every page. This search on the top right will scan all the knowledge pages for the topic you entered and return a list of pages on the World Class Facilities Toolkit that have that content contained within them. This works much the same way Google searches work. The next tool in the toolkit we will discuss is the checklist. The checklist tool provides both mandatory and non-mandatory criteria relating to the 6 domains for world-class healthcare as defined by the Defense Health Board. These 6 domains are basic infrastructure, leadership and culture, process of care, performance, knowledge management, and community and social responsibility. The checklist tool provides the project delivery team with a robust resource to inform and guide the development of world-class medical treatment facilities. It also provides basic filters to help focus the list based on facility type and considerations relative to the current facility lifecycle management stage. The checklist can be accessed by either clicking on the drop-down menu in the common page header or the checklist button on the main page. The checklist tool provides a means for the individual project delivery team to identify relevant strategies to support the world-class goals of the MHS facilities. It provides not only an organized approach for the discussion, but also extensive resources to explain the concepts and implementation considerations for a project. When you begin, you must first create a checklist. It asks for some basic information such as a name, life cycle stage, facility type, description, and author. Selecting a life cycle and facility type pre-filters the strategies based on applicability. If you want to see all strategies, you should select all life cycles and leave the facilities type blank. By clicking on the Create Checklist, you will then enter the checklist tool. At the checklist home, you'll see a header allowing you to navigate specific tool features. This checklist can be filtered by MHS Facility Lifecycle and the domains established by the Defense Health Board's report to Congress. You can also filter by checked or unchecked strategies. The strategies are shown on the left side. Mandatory strategies are automatically selected. All other strategies are unchecked as the default. By selecting a specific strategy, detailed information is displayed on the right. This provides you with general description, alignment with MHS guiding principles and core discussions, a summary of relevant research supporting the strategy, a description of design implications, any associated images, metrics for the strategy, a list of references used to help develop the strategy, and a place to provide comments. You must be logged into the toolkit to provide comments. You can expand and view the details of these sections by selecting the plus symbol. You can also print the full details for a strategy by selecting the print link in this section or view the expanded strategy details by selecting the pop-out. If you're logged into the toolkit, you can save your project so your selections are available the next time you log in by clicking on the Save Checklist button. If you're not logged in, you will not have the option to save the checklist. However, you can print your checklist selections to a PDF to be saved to the file location of your choosing, such as your C drive. You can also download various reports relating to the checklist by clicking on the drop-down menu for reports. The next tool in the toolkit we will discuss is the Capital Investment Decision Model, or CITM. The CITM tool provides a central location for the MHS facilities to coordinate and standardize capital investment planning. The CITM tool can be accessed by clicking on the World Class Toolkit drop-down menu from the Common Header page and selecting CITM tool. The CITM tool is only accessible by logging into the toolkit. Once you have logged in, you can access the CITM tool. The Capital Investment Decision Model, or CITM tool, supports the MHS in effectively prioritizing its corporate planning of resources for capital project allocations. All individual privileges are controlled through an array of roles that can be assigned within the toolkit and the CITM tool. Most of the functionality of the CITM tool is limited to a specific CITM event being open, such as CITM 3 or CITM 4. Once a CITM event is open, the various service leads determine and manage the access to their various sets of information. The roles are meant to control access to service-level planning information. As the information gets finalized, the various roles gain access to the elements of the information for review and evaluation, ultimately to be submitted to the final decision-making body. Because of its purpose, the CITM tool has the smallest user group of all the tools. It also has the most complex access controls. This is due in part to the perceived need of limiting visibility of information amongst the various MHS facility entities. As with all other tools in the toolkit, the CITM tool has a specific subheader menu. When a project is active, the major activities of the CITM become available over time and based on an individual CITM roles. Supporting information that contains guides and instructions for the use of the CITM tool are provided for those participating in CITM events. When a CITM event is closed, the tool automatically moves the final CITM documents to the project tool as a record of the project's CITM event, and to provide the capital budget programming and execution team members access to associated planning documents. CITM history reports can be found by selecting CITM history under the repository drop-down menu. The SITM history provides a basic overview of the start and close of the SITM process. It also provides an overview of the evaluation criteria and project count, a list of all the projects in the specific SITM event, their SERB final ranking, and the associated documents can be found in the History section. As with most tables in the toolkit, users can export the associated data from the filtered list to Excel or PDF files. The MHS Facilities Toolkit is a robust, web-centric tool providing specific knowledge, resources, planning, programming, and project execution coordination and management to the MHS facilities community. It also supports sharing much of the knowledge accumulated in the execution of healthcare facilities lifecycle management to the industry at large through the Knowledge Center and checklist tools. We encourage you to look around. More detailed videos on the specific tool functionality are available on the How to Use the Site page found under the Contact Us at the top right of each page. Thank you for watching.